Have you ever wondered why some men suddenly walk out of the house right after an argument? No explanation, no warning, just grab the keys and disappear? It feels cold, disrespectful, maybe even suspicious. But psychologically, this reaction is far deeper than it looks. Today, we're breaking down why some men leave the house after a fight, what's happening in their mind at that moment, and the hidden psychology behind this escape response. And trust me, once you understand this, the behavior stops feeling random. For some men, fight, flight, or freeze is real. When emotions spike, the brain enters survival mode. Some men are naturally wired toward flight rather than fight. Not because they're weak, not because they don't care, but because their nervous system says, get out before this gets worse. For many men, arguments trigger physiological overwhelm, fast heartbeat, foggy thinking, emotional overload. Leaving the house becomes the fastest way to calm the storm. For other men, they grew up hearing things like, don't talk back, stop crying, keep your mouth shut. Real men don't argue, they walk away. So in adulthood, conflict doesn't feel like a conversation. It feels like danger. When they leave after an argument, they're often replaying old conditioning. They're doing the only thing they know how to do to avoid escalating the situation. Here's the twist. Most men don't leave to abandon the relationship. They leave to protect it. They think, if I stay, I might say something I'll regret. If I leave, we both cool off. To him, walking out is damage control. To her, it feels like rejection. Two completely opposite interpretations, same moment. This emotional mismatch is why small arguments turn into big misunderstandings. Women typically process emotions verbally. They talk to understand. Many men process emotions internally. They quiet down to understand. So when a man reaches his emotional limit, words dry up. Everything he wants to say gets stuck behind one sentence. I need to think. And instead of explaining that, he leaves. Not because he doesn't want closeness, but because he doesn't have the language for his storm. For another group of men, space is their reset button. When he steps outside, gets in the car, drives around, or just sits somewhere quiet, he's trying to regulate his nervous system. That space is not avoidance. It's his reset button. For many men, clarity only comes when they're physically away from the emotional intensity. But here's the problem. Walking out solves the moment, but it doesn't solve the issue. If he leaves every time there's conflict, the relationship becomes a cycle of silence, tension, and unresolved hurt. This pattern leads to emotional distance. The key is not stopping him from leaving. It's creating a shared understanding. A simple agreement like, I'm stepping out to calm down. I'm not leaving the conversation. We'll talk when I get back. This turns a withdrawal into a mature pause. Same action, different meaning.